Are replaced.
From Dub, I'm Bob.
I'm Buck. And we're not fancy analysts.
We have just as many bad texts, and we have Mel here, but for some reason, I have an echo coming from somewhere. Who's echoing here? Mel?
No.
Are your speakers going?
No.
I have an echo from something.
I blame Buck.
If it's
probably me. Sorry for
you
the
using
technical
your
difficulties. I'm out of
earbuds?
town. I'm out of town. Yeah, I got my earbuds in, but I don't know if it's coming through.
Can you hear
I'm on a
us
Mac.
through your earbuds or
Yes.
through the speakers?
Right, through my earbuds.
All right. Testing. All right, it's gone now. All right, dude. Nope, it's still there. I hear myself echoing.
Okay, here, I'm going to mute myself and see if you still hear.
Testing. It's you.
Okay, I don't know how to help that.
Do you have your speakers on?
No.
Testing. 1, 2. Nope. Buck. All right. Nope. I hear it. What's going? Here, move your mic away, Buck. Testing. 1, 2, 3. I think it's Buck's. I think it's bleeding through your earbuds or something. Weird.
That's crazy because these are not that loud. Let me turn down
sorry, guys. Ah, God damn it. Actually, it's got to be going through the door, Mel. It's got to be going through the door. Yeah, that's my only guess. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. All right. All right. So first off, what we need to talk about here. Oh, Tart. We got to start with Tart because Tart was a big part of the game. And Tart should have been ejected from the game where? Tart should have been ejected middle of the third quarter. Why was he not? Can anybody answer me this? Tart
I can tell you
big plays. Why was he not kicked out or blatantly punched? Like, I don't care if it's open-handed. Did you know, actually, your palm punching is actually stronger than your fist? Does anybody know that in the NFL? I mean, it's $1 billion company. Like, do they not understand?
Okay. Can we be fair to a certain extent?
I want an answer to the question. Why was he not ejected from the game?
Because it was open-handed.
I mean, that's the official explanation.
The reason they
Coach
stated.
Gandro, he didn't slap. Slap is across the face, not up the nose.
Yeah, it was a jab directly to the jaw, like straight.
I'm not saying it was right. All I'm saying
I agree.
is that I feel like he should have been ejected. At the same time, if we can't win against their best players after an instance, like it's not like that play.
Okay, we have plenty to talk about that. I'm just talking, why did that not happen? That's all I'm talking about. Like I don't know that would have changed the course of the game. I mean, it definitely would have changed a few things, but there's no way to tell if we would have won the game or lost the game because of that. I'm just saying we need to have a precedent for this crap. Like, that was a blatant punch. Did you see Kelsey's face and helmet? Like, did you see how hard that, like, he better be suspended for games after this. Okay, they screwed up. They were out of town. They fumbled, but he better get a penalty. Like, if Jalen Carter can spit at Dak and get kicked out, then this is worse.
Sure. Can we acknowledge Kelsey's restraint? Because I do feel like that's a very positive,
you said that again,
maturity level that Kelsey showed.
Yeah, I mean, Kelsey of old would have, totally just
probably spit in his face.
or maybe just thrown a knee straight to the,
Yeah, to the nuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Which, I wish he would have done. Ugh. That at least would have made me feel better. And then Kelsey would have been ejected. It's like, okay.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to see that because
Yeah, I didn't actually want to see that, but
it's
I wanted.
stupid
No, I
mistake.
was proud of
I
Kelsey.
I hope
Yeah.
he stubs 6 toes in the next 2
Ooh,
weeks. Oh, I hope he
that's
stubs
just
6
evil,
toes.
man.
Just and I mean it, I hope it turns the nails purple. And then that nail falls off and then it has to grow back from scratch. Oh, it's
To
what
be
I hope
fair,
for you, you freaking tart.
I think that I think in a different game, this may have been called as like a punch and an ejection. I think
Yeah, if it
against the
was anybody but
Chiefs,
the Chiefs.
I think against the Chiefs, the refs are hypersensitive to favoritism, right?
Mel's
And
getting what I'm putting on.
I do think that that plays a part in it, but at the same time, it does not meet the definition of what would constitute ejection. So we can't say that this was a wrong call. Like we can't.
I mean, I can say it was a wrong call. It's my opinion. I could be wrong, but I think it was a very, very wrong call. You know, you know,
I mean,
Coach
it's not.
Gandro, the only one watching us on Twitch, disagrees. We appreciate your watching us on Twitch, sir. But yeah, I, oh no, we have 3 people watching us on Twitch. Come on, Twitch. All right,
Go
so
Twitch.
yeah, all right. So I just wanted to vent about that. That's all I wanted to do. I just can't believe that he didn't get ejected for that. I thought it was absurd. And then even dude, Rich Eisen, who I've met in real life, taken a picture with, he was just jamming at us Chiefs fans the entire time after that. He's like, "Oh, look who got the hand on the ball," after his hand was on
Yeah,
Kelsey.
he definitely was.
Oh, like, I mean, I love him. I mean, he did a good job of really stirring the pot, and he's gonna hit that on his show tomorrow. And he's a smart dude. But yeah, ugh.
Well, can I tell you my experience? So, for those of you that don't know, I am on a work trip right now. I'm actually in Denver. And first, I want to say thank you to my company, Modern Power and Control, for supplying me with this laptop so that I
Thank
could
you so much, Butters.
attempt to join you guys tonight. But anyway, we watched the game at a bar in the middle of downtown Denver. Um, we're all wearing Chiefs gear, right?
Hmm.
It's right next to Coors Field, and there was a game letting out, and there's no chance we're going to get an Uber. So we hopped on the birds, the little scooters. And in my mind, I got our buddy Brandon in mind, right? I've had a couple of drinks and among
Oh
other things that
gosh.
are legal here in Denver.
Bird,
And
bird,
I'm like,
bird. Bird's the word.
I got someplace to be, man. So we're scooting through Denver, and it was like a good 15, 20-minute scoot
And I used to live
through
there. I've
the
scootered
heart
through Denver a lot. It's not as
with
scary
your
as
Chiefs
Paris,
gear
but
on.
it's pretty scary.
With your Chiefs gear on after a Chiefs loss. Oh, the heckling, it
Oh
was real. Oh,
damn!
I'm telling you, there
Were
most
you
of it was
getting
pretty.
the incomplete?
Yeah, I was getting a little bit of everything, but there were a few people that were like, there was a couple of groups of guys. There was one group of guys of like 7 guys that were like, I mean, they wanted a reaction. That's what they wanted.
Hmm.
I mean, what? Oh, my team lost. Yeah, you got me, buddy. Like,
Hey,
you're awesome.
Mods
Like, it sucks. I
and
mean,
chat, get rid of this
still,
guy to the dungeon. Rock City Marv, ban him. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just reminding
oh
our
yeah, you're
mods
good.
to get rid of
So,
idiots.
I mean, it's definitely an experience to have to have to take that kind of ride. But you know what? I think at the end of the day, we're all fans of the game, not just the team. And the rivalries is what I love. And it'll being able to talk trash after a win is fun. And we got it wasn't even the Broncos that beat us. It's just these guys are like, oh, Chiefs fans. Huh?
Yeah, I
So
mean, they're
anyway,
just excited that somebody else in the division beat the Chiefs. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, that's
absolutely.
all they care about is the Chiefs losing. Like, it has probably zero to do with their team
Well,
benefit.
and honestly, dude, Denver, like we talked about it last week on our podcast. Like Mel and I were there when the Chiefs weren't supposed to win, and Denver was supposed to Super Bowl hopefuls with Peyton Manning, and Peyton threw 4 picks in the first half, and then we won that game, and everybody was nice to us except for one drunk chick. So
Yeah, when you're
fun
winning, it's much
heckling
easier.
is great. I have to give it to our mods. They already kicked out the one jackass that was saying we were crying. Now, if he would have came in and said something cheeky and fun, you should let him stay, because that's what rivalries are about. They're about cheeky and fun. They're not about hate. So,
Yeah.
Listen,
yeah,
you say they're just crying. Like, I feel like you shouldn't have banned him for that, but that's just me. I feel like that's just
We
we
were
trash
had to go
crying.
to the pit of
We have
despair.
we have plenty of things to say about
right.
our team in the negative. Absolutely. And I'm sure we're going to go over
Sure.
that here in the next hour. But I'm not crying
Well, here-
about my ride through Denver. It was fun, but it was
Let me-
difficult.
Let me save this real quick, because there's a lot to talk about the game, but I want to talk about the last play, guys. I was on this box last year, and I was actually on this box when Chris Jones initially, when he was young and first tried to break out to defensive end, and it was before Mahomes, I think, even. But he sucked at it. It was horrible. Moved back to defensive tackle. Dude, Chris Jones in one play lost us that game. And Tranquil, if you saw on the sidelines, was saying the same thing. He was pissed. Chris Jones selfishly lined up on the left defensive end spot, and then did not get the tackle on Herbert the Sherbert. Okay, he shouldn't have been there. Like, he has not put pressure for all of last year and this year, and we're giving him a pass. We're still saying that he's great, but he's not, and he definitely shouldn't be on the defensive end. In the 4-3, the defensive end has to stop that run to the outside. Like, you cannot let him run off untouched. And it's absurd. I'm so pissed about that play. And Tranquil was hot. Tranquil was yelling at him. And Chris was like, oh. Dude, Chris, know your freaking role, dude. And get back to the inside and do pressure. Like, let the defensive ends do their job. Because if Karlaftis or Ashton Gelati or even Mike Dana was there, they would have caught him. So I'm a little upset about this. I'm hot. I'm going to just chill out, let you guys.
Yeah, I
counter
let
me.
you finish that little rant that you just
Yeah.
had there. And
Woosah,
I get that you're upset about
Woosah,
one
woosah.
play that apparently impacted the entire 3.5-hour game. But
It impacted the end
No,
of the
no.
game.
it's my turn to talk now.
Sorry.
So yes,
I
it
will
did
be quiet
impact
now.
the end of the game. But the problem is that the Chiefs all game could not get pressure. So I feel like you blaming Chris Jones for switching it up and trying
They
to
did at
figure
times
out.
get pressure.
No.
They did.
Stop.
No, but I have to stop you there. They did get pressure.
Oh,
Like,
how many sacks
not-
did they have?
That's pressure and sacks are two different things. Like, Karlaftis was in there constantly.
The thing it was, though, to get pressure, they were sending 6 to 7, 8 guys to get pressure. They were not getting pressure with the
Sometimes.
front four.
I don't know that it ever said 8, but
Well, I know their receivers were always open, so they were apparently sending more than they needed to. So the defense
Every
we can talk about
single
as a
time.
whole, but can we just not blame Chris Jones for the downfall of the Chargers game?
I'm
Because
not
I don't
blaming
think that
him.
that's fair.
I'm saying, can we stop with this BS that Spags doesn't even like, that Chris Jones just decides to do? Like, let's let Chris stay in the middle, where his role's at, and let's let him do that. He is not a defensive end in the 4-3.
Okay. I understand that to an extent, but at the same time, I feel like Chris Jones has shown us throughout his career that if he adjusts coverages, they can do something. I do think that you said if Karloftis was on the left side, that he would have made that tackle. But Jones took an inside route instead of an outside route. And if he would have taken an outside route, maybe he would have made that tackle too. But if Karloftis was on that side, who's to say that he wasn't going to be prone to take the inside route too? So I guess
He would have
you're
caught
breaking
him on the
you're
inside
breaking
route,
it down
though.
into one play that you're saying that gave away the game.
No, I'm saying we lived through this all last year and it didn't work. I'm saying stop doing it. Like, I'm saying, Chris, stop doing it. It's
I mean, we had one of the
hurting
best
across
defenses
the
of
board.
last year. I think it did work.
Yeah, not because of Chris Jones.
I feel like you can't say that. I feel like
I can show you stats.
sure, you can show me stats where Chris Jones was maybe double teamed and he opened up somebody else on a
He
different
wasn't
side.
double teamed most of tonight.
Correct. Most
I
of tonight
watched him get
that I
just
saw,
beat by guards
most of tonight
over
that
and
I
over.
saw, he was not double teamed. Now I didn't I didn't focus in on Chris Jones every single play, so I have no idea how often he was double teamed. But I will say last year he was double teamed a lot.
Yes, last year he definitely was, but yeah.
So if you moved from position to position, you would.
No, Drew. Yeah. So Witchy says that he was going off on him for whiffing on that play. He wasn't going off on him for whiffing at that play. In my opinion, this is all guessing. This is all, I don't know this for sure, but you wouldn't be mad at somebody for whiffing on a guy they can't catch. Like, there's no way Chris Jones could have caught him. He is mad because Chris Jones decides to change the defensive line rotation at a whim on his ideas. And Spags has even talked about how he doesn't like it. Like, and they're just, I mean, they paid him a ton of money. They're stuck with what he does. I'm saying, Chris, stop it. Know your role and get into line with everybody else. And I think Tranquil was trying to tell him the same thing.
Maybe.
Here's the problem though. Chris Jones is a personality. I mean, we know he made that call himself. So what happens when Spags has to have that conversation with him? How does he take that? We know that he's. Remember the holdout? I mean, he was willing to hold out as long as he needed to make. I mean, he's a stubborn guy, and he's smart. I mean,
he's the
at the end of the day,
man.
he wants a championship, but he's going to take care of number one at all times. So
do you really
he
think
needs
that
to take care of the team?
Do you think that Spags is afraid to override Chris?
No, I think that Spags has definitely said in press conferences that he makes him mad when he doesn't. And Chris Jones has even said, yeah, Spags gets mad at me, but I just still do it. Like, what's going to happen all last year? I listened to all the press conferences.
Okay.
It's
well, it obviously doesn't make him that mad, because if it made him that mad and they weren't productive, he would do something else about it, right?
What?
So, like,
what? Like, the team listens to Chris. Spags coming in, that like Spags is in a lose-lose situation. Like,
you're saying that
it's definitely lose-lose for Spags.
Yeah,
absolutely
it's definitely
not.
lose-lose.
Absolutely
do you think
not.
Spags could just tell him what to do? Really?
So think about this. If Spags sits him down after tonight's game and says, "All right, we're not doing that anymore. We're not. That's over and done with." And then when we go against the Eagles and he does it again, what's the repercussions? I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, what's going to happen is Spags will have to take him out of the game.
Yeah.
And then what happens? It's going to explode. I mean, Spags is in a no-win situation right now.
And the fan base will lose their mind.
Get out of here. Like,
I'm not saying that Chris Jones will take it that far.
I've had very high-performing managers that I have had under me, and like, Yes, they have the buy-in of the team, right?
You cannot. You can. You
Yes,
cannot.
you can
NFL
compare this.
players to managers. No.
100%. You can't compare this because you're telling me that this coach has zero control over his player. That can't happen.
No,
That's
not
not okay.
zero. But he doesn't have full control.
Okay, well, what he needs to do then, and I do feel like he's done this, and I feel like you guys are wrong on this to a certain level, but he needs to get Chris Jones buy-in. He needs to get Chris Jones to understand exactly when that behavior is appropriate and when it's not, and he needs to dig in on him on exactly why certain behaviors are not okay.
All right,
Right?
I'll let
Like,
him know to give you a call, so you can tell him how to do that.
I'm just saying,
But
like,
careful
you
with your
just
mic.
throwing your
We're hearing
hands
a
up
lot of
and
like.
saying
sorry.
it's Chris Jones is completely like, why even have a defensive coordinator then? Like, just let Chris Jones do it. It's fine.
He does it for
Like, that's
the
ridiculous.
line, and
That's a
he's done it
stupid
for.
mentality. And for
He's
you
done
to
it for
think
a
that about
while.
Spags is ridiculous.
I don't
Because
think
Spags,
it. I know it. Spags has literally said it. Chris Jones has literally said it. It's a fact.
The
okay.
Casey Wiz has an interesting comment. Unpopular opinion. I'm okay with no Chris Jones.
We had the most sacks in a game last year when he was out.
Okay.
That is a thing. Well, it might have been the second most sacks. I think it was the
Mel,
most
we are
sacks
not
outside
suggesting
of a playoff.
a Chiefs defense without Chris Jones. We're just
I'm
saying
just
it's
saying
not.
Travis Kelsey also goes off script. And yes, Andy Reid gets upset with him sometimes, but he reels it back in.
All right, well,
I believe that Chris Jones does the same thing. Sometimes he's gonna fuck up,
all
and
right, well,
sometimes he's gonna make it a bad decision. But he is
this
gonna reel himself back in because of Spags. And I don't believe that he's just in this like Aaron Rodgers situation where he's making all the decisions and they have no control over him.
okay. I think you're wrong, but it's okay. Other people might think you're right, but this brings us to a perfect transition of going off script. And you talked about Travis Kelsey because we've talked about the Chris Jones thing enough. Like we all got our opinions out. There's no reason to go back and forth. People will decide on their own. But Travis Kelsey, did he go off script when he just injured Xavier Worthy? Things that make you go,
Dude, that was unreal. I will say
It was horrible.
I like
Oh,
watched
what a
it and I'm
momentum
like,
stopper.
first of all, they collided. Okay, in case anybody doesn't know. They collided. But they didn't just collide. Travis, like, I don't know, like went in to like pick Worthy or something. Like, I don't know what was happening there. But big mishap. And now Worthy's out.
Ooh,
And I
Mel,
don't know for how long.
sorry, this is the first time you've been on remotely. You just like I think you've been low this entire time, so keep that mic close to you because you sounded great there for a second. So
Sorry.
keep it pointed at you rather than the side. Yeah. There you go. Perfect. No, keep it close to your mouth.
Oh
though.
my gosh, I will.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, so dude, that was a horrible start to the game, dude. Like that kind of just really set the stage. And I mean, he nailed Worthy. Like it almost looked like he thought he
It's
was
just bad.
shoulder checking the other team. Am I
I
crazy?
do feel like that's what happened.
Yeah, it was
Like,
weird.
I feel like he was like I feel like there was a misroute and he was supposed to kind of pick another like the other team and Worthy get open or vice versa. And that did not happen. So I don't know.
Yeah, I
was
dude, I
very
bet
bad.
he feels
If we could
horrible.
stop friendly firing our own wide receivers, I feel like we'd be in a much better position every
Yeah,
year.
he
You
just
know?
it looked like he checked him like he thought he was the other team, and he was right next to another, like, a Charger. So he might have like thrown the shoulder in because of that, but Worthy just went. I mean, that was rough, man. That was rough. But Witchy had a comment.
She says, I've already seen supposed Chiefs fans tonight pounding the table for coaching staff to be fired and players to be cut over one game. Emotional overreactions annoy the hell out of me. Yeah, us too, Witchy. Definitely.
Unreal.
Yeah, we saw a lot of bad stuff tonight, but I'm not calling for
there was a lot of positive stuff tonight too, though.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to those. Yeah, we're gonna get to those. But it's absurd. Like, I mean, every coach I've ever heard talks about how you throw the first 4 games of the season out because everybody's figuring out their offense, everybody's figuring out their defense. They're figuring out if they put the new personnel in the right slots. Like it's crazy to like think that this is where we're at, like right now. But we still do need to analyze it. That's why we're here. We're here to complain about the things. But for somebody to be asking for somebody to be fired week 1, they just don't know ball. They just don't know the NFL. Like, you don't get fired after week 1. That would be a complete idiotic move on even the worst coaches. I mean, you just don't do it at the beginning of the season.
I don't even think Jerry Jones would stoop so low as to fire somebody after the first game.
Mm.
And Clark Hunt certainly won't do that. Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know.
What still talking? Sorry, I got distracted. But are we still talking about firing people because you're going to fire somebody who has taken us to the Super Bowl the last?
Yeah, I mean, people wanted to fire Joe Blaemeyer after he interviewed with a person at the Super Bowl that told him the interview wasn't going to be aired unless they won the game. And then he talks about how it's a scary endeavor to coach for one of the best quarterbacks who ever lived. It's scared. And then all the content creators do the same thing to him. So, like, it's silly.
Oh, I love this take.
Got King Jamie in the house.
King Jamie said, I had a ball.
Just so the people on Twitch know, we can read your comments. I'm not logged into Twitch, so I cannot respond to your comments, but thank you for watching.
He said, I had a ball.
Guys. Sorry, I was just going to tell Twitch chat, this is the show. Like, if you have a Chiefs question, throw it out there. But this isn't like me streaming a game where I can just talk to you guys. But hey, Mega Man, nice to see you, bud.
And what's up, Scuba Steve? Anyway, so King Jamie said, I had a ball. It was a first half of complete Three Stooges flick. Look, boys, I love my team, and it's all just a way to get the undefeated thing out of our heads. Let's go, Chiefs. I love the enthusiasm, man.
Okay.
I was not. I was. Man, it was hard to watch a lot of that game. It really was hard to watch, especially in a bar where more than half of the people there were rooting against the Chiefs.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that was horrible, dude. We lived in Denver and Colorado Springs, and I remember watching the Ravens game at this bar in Colorado Springs, and we're the only Chiefs fans, and everybody was just, I mean, they were just rude. It was horrible. But yeah, so I don't know. I've got a lot, dude. Simmons. We told everybody, dude, Simmons, no matter how awesome he looks, he's going to mess up. And I think Simmons messed up more tonight than Suamatia did.
I don't know that's
he has a
fair.
tougher job, probably.
Yeah, I think Simmons had a much tougher opponent than Suamatia.
But I think you're more referring to the penalties, aren't you, Bob?
No. I saw Simmons get beat, especially in the fourth quarter, a lot. Like
he did wear out.
Tired out.
Yeah, he tired out. I think the length of the game and the all of the travel. Like I think that got to him. I think he
The travel is
like
probably rough.
welcome to the NFL. Yeah, you're still going. Keep going. I think that was hard for him, right?
They took a 2-hour bus ride to the game right
Mm.
before the game. I don't know if the
Ooh,
Chargers did too or not, but
that's a
they were on a
horrible idea.
2-hour bus ride and got to the game. I think like a half an hour before the game started or an hour before the game started. Don't quote me on that. But I read tweets from Matt Derrick, and I'm not sure. I could have read them wrong, but that's crazy. And then, yeah, the field looked pretty good, though. I mean, I don't know.
It did.
Well,
I
you
don't.
heard they sent in people to like re-sow the field.
Well,
Mhm.
that's a question I have because they say the field was bad, but what about the field was bad? Like, because like they play soccer on this field. Do you want the ground harder or softer for soccer
Well,
or for football?
it was wet. It was wet, and that was causing the cleats to slip and slide. I mean, they showed several clips of the last season's game there, or the 2 seasons ago, whenever the
Yeah.
game was there last. And I mean, it was blatant.
They
I mean, it was a
came and like
soccer field.
literally sewed the entire field back together.
What does sow mean?
Well,
Like when they sowed the field?
I
I
mean,
mean,
yeah, it's
literally
going to be
saying
so,
some.
like
sow?
there wasn't a little old lady sitting there sewing, but they
Yeah,
had like
it's going to be
machines.
some form of attaching the the sod. It was probably sod is my guess, or whatever, some sheets of grass. They have some form
Right.
of attaching that. They call it sewing because it's the easiest way to relate what they're doing to dumb heads like myself. And yeah, Bob's going to look it up.
Yeah, I know. But I don't think the field didn't seem like a big barrier tonight. It
No.
didn't seem like there was a lot of slipping or there was a lot
So
more injuries than we would expect. The first week, I feel like there's always a lot of injuries. Like people just the momentum of the game, I think, in the first week levels up and people get hurt and they're not prepared for that and they're not prepared for the longevity of the game, right? Like
Mhm.
yeah.
they've been playing a quarter, a practice, anything like that, and then 4 quarters, it's like, that's a lot.
So was the field turf or was it real ground? Because
I
you
don't think it was.
traditionally sow turf. You sow the
They were talking
pieces
about it
together.
being like a fiber and how it
Yeah.
was softer, but I didn't see. I mean, I was watching for that from the very beginning. That's been
I
a big
thought
narrative.
I thought soccer would never play on turf in the outdoors or something.
I don't think it was turf in the traditional sense. I think it was an
So
artificial
there's so many different
fibrous
types of turf.
grass.
Like, I feel like we use turf very, like, generally, but there is good turf and, like, really bad old school turf too, right? Like, I shouldn't say good turf, but, like, better turf, like, I don't know what exactly goes into it. I feel like I'm talking out of my ass now, but
Yeah, I mean it could be that they were just like basically connecting the pieces of sod together. But I don't know. Guys, if you're checking this out later, leave us the full description in the comments. Actually, leave it in 5 different comments so we have to follow it through. Um we would love you to do that. But you know what, guys? You guys are here. You guys are here with us and not with other people. So I'm gonna do something cool, maybe, if I can get there. But I'm gonna start a conversation first. So why did we start the game out with the trick plays? Why? Like the trick worthy run. Why did we see the need to start that out?
okay. I think that's a silly question because I don't think we did start the game off with trick plays. I think we started the game off with a
Like
run
gadgety
down the
type stuff. I
middle.
think
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's in my notes. I mean,
But
our
it was like a
first.
run down the middle and then like an end around that we've run 3 million times with
It
Worthy.
wasn't a normal end around. It was like a 3 people moving at once end around.
But I think what Bob's referring to is more of like a gadgety type thing. It's not just a traditional, this is a run, this is a pass play. And I think that's what a lot of people were kind of expecting a little bit more of. This season was just a little bit more of a normal game, so the gadgets would have more impact.
Mhm.
I just, there are so many things that I'm just stewing over with this game, and I can't wait to talk about. And it's like I'm already thinking 3 things ahead,
I know, but
trying not to
can
jump
you at
ahead.
least give it that their game plan went out the window the
Where they
second
got
Worthy
hurt,
got hurt?
100%,
Like, the
100%.
game plan that they had said, "Bloop, nope, that's not gonna work anymore."
Couldn't agree
Yeah.
more. That was
Yeah.
definitely a point I
And
was going to
Definitely.
bring up. Yep.
now we have to pivot, and we pivoted, 27 different times, right? Like, we pivoted, we were like, "Let's still try the deep pass." Then we pivoted, and we were like, "Let's do the slant passes. Those are kinda working." No, they're
Yeah,
not
they actually
working.
did the slant pads. I actually pointed that out to Mel. I was like, "Oh, where was that last year?"
Yeah, and
Like
it's
the
like
quick
we
slants.
pivoted multiple times because things were kind of working, but if Worthy had been there and the game plan that we had and set up, and even pivoting within the game plan, I know we're able to do, right? But we weren't able to do that because Worthy went out in the 3rd play of the game.
Yep. All right. Well, we need to stop here real quick. Buck.
Yo.
5 gifted memberships.
Oh, okay. 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Blaze and Bobby.
We're new
We
to the whole
appreciate
member
you.
thing. I love that I got my mom in there because for some reason you can't join as a member on mobile. You can do the cool boost thing. So if we put out a video, guys, the smaller the creator,
Hype.
if you hype it on mobile, like the smaller the creator, the bigger the boost. Like you guys can help us out huge, but you have to do it on mobile. Whereas the memberships you have to do on PC. I don't understand why. Makes no sense to me. But I've checked them both, and you can't. You can only do one on one and one on the other. But
We just work here, folks. We don't know why.
we're gonna be doing our first members only stream soon. So I thought since you guys were hanging out with us and not all the big dogs, I thought we would gift out some memberships. I can't believe Bout Time is here. Love that you're here, bro. You're quiet, but maybe he just has it open to help us out. But either way, thank you, sir.
Much appreciated.
But yeah, we're also going to be putting out the Cole rapper part of our interview that we didn't put in the interview. We're going to be putting that out probably next week as a members only video. But then the week after, we'll
That's
be doing our
worth the
first
membership right there by itself.
We'll be doing our first members only stream, and I'm gonna try to find. We gotta find some gifts to give out during that. I don't know what I'm gonna find something. We're still small, so I don't have a bunch of really cool stuff like all chiefed up and like Cole. But we'll find something cool. We'll find something cool. But yeah. So with that being said, what else do I got here? Yeah. So I already talked about Simmons, dude. Okay, I'm sorry. Brian Parrott was in here earlier before we started the show, and he was complaining about Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, yes, he screwed up early, but boy, he came through the rest of the game.
He did.
He came through the rest of the game. I'm sorry, period. That was a bright spot. We didn't know what he was going to do. Like, I mean, he got 10 receptions for 99 yards. He was our dog tonight. He was our dog. He was the only reason to be horned up, as all chiefed up would say. So yeah.
I wrote a
Give
note
it up
earlier.
to Hollywood, mother.
I wrote a note early about
Proud.
Hollywood, and it said Hollywood out here looking like CD Lamb for any of you folks that watched last night's game with the Cowboys versus the Eagles. And I'm glad that I wasn't wrong.
Like
I was not wrong.
He looked like
when I said
opposite,
what
though.
I said. It was valid.
Yeah,
He just
but
made up for it.
he
Absolutely
was
made up for
literally
it.
the opposite of CD, where CD looked great early on and then failed in the end. He looked bad early on and did great in the end. And boy, thank God him and Juju were there.
Yeah. Yeah. Juju had some nice catches. Did he even I don't have the stats in front of me, sadly. So I don't know. Did he even have any drops?
Juju?
I think he caught
No.
everything that came his way.
Targeted 5 times, caught 5 catches.
And how about that long pass to Taekwon down the sideline too? Let's not
Yes.
forget
Huge.
that. That was a beautiful outstretched catch. But
38 yards.
Mahomes had some times tonight where he looked way off. And I don't know if it was a communication thing
So
or
here's the
if he
thing.
was just
Yeah,
off.
I agree. So the positive thing I can take from this is that his throws to Taekwon Thornton, right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. His throws to Thornton, the first two, way off. Like he threw them way past, like it was like he thought he was Tyreek Hill. I don't know. Like he was struggling to even get to the vicinity of that ball. His third pass, I could be off on the numbers, don't quote me, but his third pass
which
was
is
like
with you too.
picture perfect. Like it was just like,
I still think that
there
was
it
a little bit
is.
of an overthrow on Mahomes' part, honestly. If he would have caught him in
Okay,
stride,
maybe it was a little bit of an run on Thornton's part. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
know. Thornton's
Like,
a pretty
let's
fast guy.
Thornton, let's fucking get it going. Yeah, but he doesn't always have to run that fast, you know? So maybe he didn't notch up the gears there. Like,
No, I mean
that's all I'm
Thornton's
saying is
got
there
a
was
crazy
some
catch radius. I mean,
timing problems in the beginning, and I love that they happened in the beginning. I don't love that they happened in the beginning, but I love that they happened in the beginning and did not happen at the end. Like, I love that they figured it out
yeah,
within the same game. Makes me confident that, like, going forward, we will see a little bit more because this was the first
I
time that
agree.
they actually had, like, a defender, like, press coverage, like, whatever it was, figuring out their timing, and I think they did it. And they showed it in that one play, and I'm just gonna take that as a very positive sign for the future, okay? That's where we're
Yep.
at.
Okay.
Well
said. Well put.
Giolati should have played more.
Yeah, we really didn't see a lot from him.
In the first quarter. He almost got a freaking safety on Herbert the Sherbert.
Why do you gotta?
I mean, that's his name from here on out because of Brian. I mean, Herbert the Sherbert.
He brings us up the fire sale on that field goal.
Hold on,
was epic.
we're talking about Gelati.
Okay. I don't know how much Gelati played, to be honest. It's hard for me to see when a defensive player is or is not playing. I don't know if anybody else feels that
It
way.
is in general because the play follows the ball, which is an
Right.
offensive function. So you only get to see what's in the camera view. Yeah, defense is hard unless we get to watch a replay of it.
Right. Or, like, if they make a big play or something, like, I don't even notice a lot of times if Chris Jones is not in the
Oh shoot, Gelati.
game.
Okay, so our report that normally has playtime or normally has snaps doesn't have it there.
Does it have it for anybody or just Gelati?
No, it doesn't have it for anybody. Here, I'm going to open up a new one. Maybe it's been revised. 17 pages. No? Yeah, weird. It normally has snaps played. Here, maybe I can pull it from my other site. From the media site. Weird.
Jamie. Just think of them all like my children. I love your attitude,
right.
Jamie.
Roster depth chart. No, I can't. Okay, I can't. Additional stats, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, well, we're waiting for Bob. I ran into a guy that was decked out in all Buffalo stuff today, right? So I go up to him and I said, "Hey, you excited
best
about the
friend.
NFL season?" He said, "Well, I'm excited about most of it, except for when we got to go face you guys." And we sat there
Insane.
and chatted for a few minutes. And like he's the right, what made me think about that
That's
was
the
the
right
way
attitude.
yeah, the way King Jamie kind of thinks about things. Like this, there was a lot of bad things in this game, but Jamie's like, yeah, but I got to see the Chiefs play football. Hello, people. And it's like, at the end of the day, that's really kind of what it's all about.
Yeah, like how exciting was it to almost have a heart attack tonight multiple times? You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
I was like I texted a friend and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this whole season better not be like last season giving me a heart attack." And she was like, "I hope you have somebody else with you." And I was like, "Okay, I am supervised. Let's get that out of the way. I'm actually
I
not
am
having a heart
supervised.
attack. Thank you." But yeah, I do think I do want us to go into the good things that happened tonight because I do think that there was a lot. And I think that we're kind of glossing over that because one, we lost, and two, we're frustrated with certain things that occurred. But
My
let's
my
be real.
only
Yeah.
thing, my only thing about this, Bob, are you good?
Oh, I was just gonna say that's the thing. Like, that's a great sentiment. Like, yeah, we get to watch Chiefs, but that's not what the show's about. The show's about
No,
what the
absolutely
Chiefs
not.
could have
Absolutely
done.
not. But it's
Yeah,
just
I
that
didn't say
frame of
that's what it was
mind.
about.
It's just that frame of mind. It's that kind of fan that I like. That's what keeps me being a fan. Like I can talk just some football with a random Bills fan on the side of the street in Denver, and it's not about, hey, Josh Allen's an asshole or Mahomes isn't as
Right.
good as Allen. It's not about any of that. It's just about, yeah, you guys are gonna probably beat us. And
And
I
then we're
told him,
gonna
I said,
beat
I
you in the
got Josh.
playoffs.
I said, I got Josh Allen on my fantasy team. I said, I got, I, I'm from Buffalo
Wait,
originally. I
you have
also,
Josh
by the
Allen on
way,
your fantasy team?
I did, yeah.
Traitor.
So, by the way, King Jamie, I also told him, because I told him that we do a podcast about the Chiefs, and I said there's another buddy of ours that does a podcast, King Jamie, and his buddy, his partner, Anthony the Great, is a really great Bills fan. So I directed him towards your guys' show, so he should be checking you out too.
who we planned to have? We planned to have Anthony on the show before we play the Bills. Like we're still planning on that. But yeah, I can't seem to find. Dang it,
Can I
I
go over a
cannot
couple of my notes while
find.
you're looking
It'll
at
be
that?
it'll be ready as soon as we're done wrapping up here.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. I'll go
All
go
right.
Yeah,
right
go
So
for
ahead.
it, Mel.
I wanna talk about first of all, we kind of touched on this already, but Hollywood missed the very crucial third down play early on
Yep, first
and
quarter
then redeemed himself, I feel like, pretty
through 10
well with
catches. Yeah.
all the catches afterwards. However, I will say, I don't know if you guys notice this, and I could be totally off because I'm not a coach and I'm not a football player, but it feels like he cannot catch with just his hands. It feels like he's always trying to catch it with his body, and it felt like that's what happened when he missed the third down play. And then the other plays, like, I don't know. That's
I
a very novice, like,
That one was just
observation.
I will. I'm sorry, Buck.
chest
You
though.
go. Sorry, you
No, I was
cut out, Buck.
just kind of, yeah. I think the Wi-Fi is a little iffy here, but there was one throw that, not to say you're wrong, Mel, but I think there was one throw that he missed that was right in his chest. It was like a hook route. He went up, stopped, turned around. It was right in his chest and just dropped it. And I think that was
But
a
it was
crucial
like
third down
I
play
think
here.
too.
It was
she's
like
talking.
here.
So
It was
okay,
like it went through his hands and he tried to get it on his chest and it couldn't go on his chest and it went through
Mhm.
his like between his arms and his chest. And that was the problem is that he didn't catch it with his hands. He tried to catch it with his body.
so I'll agree with you half.
Sure.
Okay. He would catch it with his hands first, but have to pull it into his body to secure.
That's fine.
Whereas he's not Dwayne Bowe, where Dwayne Bowe literally had to use his body to catch Go back and watch Dwayne Bowe highlights, guys. Literally has to use his body to catch every throw he ever caught. You don't ever see catch. Nope. You see chest in front of ball catch. That's literally every catch Dwayne Bowe ever got, at least 90%.
Yeah,
But
like I said,
he
I
did
did not
have to
see.
catch it and then pull it in before it was
It
secured,
was like
whereas other
still
people
kind of
would
like
secure it before
bubbling up
pulling it
here,
in.
but
I'll give you that half. Yeah.
yeah. But I think Hollywood redeemed himself in my eyes. I feel very confident and very comfortable with Hollywood being one of our receivers. Now, Hunt, what are your guys' first impressions of Hunt? Not first impressions, but first impressions of the season.
I think Hunt did as well as his body is going to allow him to do. That defense tonight was swarming. There was not a lot of room for him to run. He didn't look as strong as Pacheco, but I feel
He
like a
got
lot
us
of teams.
I mean, Hunt was used exactly for what he
crucial.
was supposed to be used for, is short down plays, which means you're only like 3 yards of carry on that type of on that type of role is awesome. Like that's literally what you're being called for, and you're
But
not
do you not
trying
think
to
he's
go for
capable of
more.
more?
He is capable of more, but he's not going to try to get more on a 4th and 2, a
No.
4th and 1.
Yeah.
He's trying to get 2 to 3 yards, and that's it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you can't really judge him. He was never really used for a down the field run. Pacheco was
Well, at no
a
point was I
highlight,
Okay, no,
though.
no, no,
disappointed.
no, no. Don't move on. Don't move on. Do you guys remember Hunt getting us 2 fourth down conversions in the same freaking drive?
Yeah,
Like,
I do.
come on.
Yeah, that's why I was
We
trying
have
to
to give
say
Bye,
you
Jamie.
can't judge
Thanks
him
for watching,
by
buddy.
3.2.
Yeah. 2 fourth down conversions in the same drive. One is a run and one is a pass. Like,
Yeah, that's why I was saying you can't judge him by his yards
Yeah, I've got
per
nothing
carry.
negative to say about him. I just think, 2019 Kareem Hunt, we would have said it would have been a different game tonight.
I mean, that's fair.
Oh no!
Yeah.
If he was played the same way, he would have done exactly the same thing that he did tonight. He was only used on short yardage. To try to get more than just that short yardage is extreme. Like that would be. Then I'd be cursing him because it's like, dude, stop. Like it's just the whole Chris Jones thing. Know your role. You are there to get 2 to 3 yards. Do not try to do. Don't try to bust out and
I
get
don't think
more. No. You know
I
what I
don't think
mean?
he's saying that. I think he's saying if Kareem was back in the day, would have gotten more opportunities, not just for short yardage. Like he would have
Yeah, it
been
would
a
have been
more
it would have
like
been it would've-
Yeah, he would have had more
Yeah.
opportunities.
yeah.
But I think okay, so what we would have seen then, say with that version of Kareem, we would have seen him in the spot where Pacheco was playing tonight, and I think we would have gotten more out of that Kareem than we got out of current Pacheco tonight for sure.
Well, I mean,
in those opportunities.
Kareem. Well, I mean, you can't really
Obvious.
even give it to Pacheco either. I mean, Kareem was run 5 times. Pacheco was run 5
No,
times.
he's saying compared to Pacheco, like
Yeah.
okay.
Let me finish. Oh, Marion Hampton was run 15 times. Like, I mean, neither Pacheco or Hunt got an opportunity to actually do anything in the run game. Once again, we did not run dude, neither did the Chargers either. I'll give it that. But like, we didn't give the run game a chance at all. Once again.
Yeah. When we go down, we completely discard the value of the run.
Mhm.
And I
No, we just
feel
always
like
do.
okay, here's my thinking is that we start off how often, I'm not kidding you, I feel like this is reoccurring and this is totally anecdotal and I have no data to back this up, but I feel like more often than not, we start with a run, at least 1 or 2, and then we go to passing. because they don't work. And then we are like hesitant to do the run again. But I feel like if you look at the last like 25 games and see what is your opening play, I bet you 90% of them are a run. I have zero data to back that. I'm betting
It
this is
does
what I'm
it does
saying,
kind of feel like that.
is like this is what I feel has happened. I don't
I'm
know if
not
it's
going to
true.
cross-examine you.
Yes. But what
Because we
I'm
have a
saying
lot
is
more to
like
talk about,
we
too.
run and then we get in the hole and then we stop running, which makes it harder to pass. And we have to figure a way out of that. Like we have to duh. It's frustrating.
And we were playing from behind pretty much all night,
The whole
which
game. The whole game.
once we're playing from behind,
Yeah.
Andy's pretty much going to abandon the run.
Right. Which doesn't
Yep.
help the pass, which is why no receivers are
Right.
open.
Which, remember the whole start of the conversation. Why do we start with gadget plays? Don't know. But, yeah, so Alatar says we should have kept Joe Tooney. I don't. Suamati did just fine tonight. We didn't have, that wasn't the problem.
I don't know about just fine. He
Really?
definitely had some. Yeah, he definitely had some.
Oh, you're gonna have to show me that on film, because he looked like he was a bright spot. It looked like Simmons messed up quite a bit more than him, but tougher job.
That's possible.
And rookie, you know.
But you're looking more at
Yeah.
pass blocking, right? Like how was the
Yeah.
run blocking, I guess?
I mean, Suamati has always been a monster on run blocking. He's like
at guard though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's a monster.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
He's it's like he's like a ferocious dog in pass or in run blocking, and then in pass blocking he's like, don't touch me there. You know, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's really weird. But dude, okay, so first quarter, Mick Conkley, knocks the ball out of bounds, fumble. Like, it's a fumble. He knocks it out of bounds. I know it's a heads up play and it's what he should do. The NFL should change that freaking rule. If you knock the ball out of bounds, like that should be just a, like, if you honestly just swat it out blatantly, like that should be a loss of 2 downs or a loss of just the ball, like forced to punt. Like, I don't know. Like, it's not cool. Like that's, if you fumble the ball, that's when, like, that's the excitement. And when you get a chance to get it back, you don't just get to knock it out for a 15-yard penalty and still not lose a down. I mean, it's absurd that it's not a harsher penalty. That really pissed me off.
Yeah, honestly, I don't agree with you on this one. I mean, it's taking advantage of the rules that are in place to best put your team.
It was a
and I want the Chiefs to do that. I want the Chiefs to do that if it happens.
Do you like the rule? Yeah.
I
was
do.
saying it was a smart play. Oh, you like?
I do like the rule.
Wow. Okay.
I do. Yeah.
Gross.
I mean, I think you have to think of it this way.
It is gross.
If they
that's like saying the tush push is cool. Like,
no, I disagree.
It's cool.
I disagree. They come, it's 20, like a 20-yard gain, right? They catch the ball. Our defender does a good job of knocking it out, which gives us a chance. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is our chance to get it. Okay. That defender takes away that chance by kicking it out of bounds or throwing it out of bounds or whatever. Right? That
Well, they're a defender at that point.
Offensive defender.
Everybody's a defender
whatever.
at that
Everybody's
point,
a
right?
defender. Okay.
The person that caught the ball on their team, they push it out of bounds. And now it's a 15-yard penalty. So now you went from gaining 20 yards to 5 yards because you knocked it out of bounds intentionally, right?
But they don't lose the ball.
Which is way better than them getting 20 yards. And we had an opportunity to snatch that ball up before that person snagged it and pushed it out of bounds, right? Like,
yeah, but I still think it's lame. Like, like one team or the other should land on the ball. I mean, that's all I'm saying is it's lame. Ladd was a smart ass dude and like a good heads up player for doing what's within the rules. He wasn't dirty from it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not giving him any hard time. I'm just saying the rule itself sucks. Like,
I
it
just
should
don't
be
see
a
how you could make a
harsher
different rule.
penalty.
I feel like there's too much gray area on like if you intentionally push it out versus
Mike, closer.
if you just like rolled accidentally out of bounds versus if your foot just moved because of momentum and pushed it out of bounds. Like there's
It was
way
an
too much gray
obvious
area.
kapow.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, it
this
was
one,
blatantly. Yeah,
for sure.
I don't think anybody was arguing that. But I
Yeah.
just think that what Mel's saying is that there is gray area. There's already a lot
If
of gray
you try
area.
to change the rule, like
Yes,
there's
'cause
so much
then-
gray area
there
that
is.
would be encompassed in that it's just like it's not even worth it. Like
See, and that's the problem I have in so many things in life. Well, this is the way it's always been. That don't mean it's cool. That don't mean
I'm
it's
not
good.
saying I'm
You know
not
what I
saying
mean?
this is the way it's always been. I'm saying if you want to make a rule, I need you to tell me exactly what that rule is going to be because if you don't,
If you
then
kick or slap the ball out and it's obvious, like that was a slap. Now,
okay, if it's
it
obvious,
hits his
what if
foot
they
and
just
it
like
just goes
roll
out,
over and so they're going to get real good at not
if it's
making
a
it
soccer
obvious.
kick or a tennis,
Okay,
swing,
so they're
then
going to make it really
it's
good at not making
obvious.
it obvious. Like obvious is not an objectively definable thing.
I mean, if it's a tennis swing,
Nope.
or if it's
You
a
cannot
soccer kick,
objectively define what obviously kicking it out of bounds or moving the ball out of bounds means. You cannot
see, I don't
objectively
like the
define
word
that.
obviously, but I know when it's used correctly. And when you're going like this,
Sure.
and you would never be doing that.
But
at
as a
all?
ref, you need to objectively define it. Like that's what I'm
I don't
saying
know.
is
I
that
don't
you
know.
can't.
I'm saying
done.
you can. I'm saying NFL, call me up. I could help you guys out a lot
No,
with the whole
you
rules
cannot.
thing. Oh, I could. I
will make
could.
way
I
more
really
rule.
could.
You will make way more people mad because you're
Oh
just
yeah,
like
I'll make plenty
you're
of people
just
mad, but the game will
subjectively
be better.
determining what is and what isn't a like appropriate way to kick something out of bounds or not.
Mel, that's just like your opinion, man. And Buck,
It's not.
do you agree with me?
I agree, Bob.
See, I mean, we're in agreement here, Mel.
No.
I hate that. I legit thought he was ending the show right now. I was like, wait, there's a lot.
Oh no! I love that little poll.
Yeah, me not so
what,
much.
What do I have here? This note makes no sense to me. Dicker the kicker.
Yeah, that's what what's his name called?
Oh yeah,
Chargers
dude,
kicker.
that was so good. Here comes Dicker the kicker. Their kicker's name is Dicker. Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Bucker? Okay, so Bucker comes out, does the fire drill at the end of the first half, right? Like,
which he tried to bring up a long time ago, by the way. Thank you, Witchy.
Dude, that
So,
was nuts.
comes out, does this
I have a lot of
crazy
notes,
kick
sorry.
at the end of the first half. No time left, no timeouts. Like he's running out there kicking the regular ball. Does the kick, makes it. Kudos to the Chiefs for really
59
being on
yards,
top
right?
of that. What?
50. I'm pretty sure. Hold on, let me look just to make
That's
sure.
what they said after the half, but then somebody
what
in
they
chat
said,
earlier
but-
said 49 yards. So I mean, I was at a bar. It
Why
was
do I
hard for
not
me. I didn't
see
have
it?
internet access, so I couldn't really look a lot of stuff up.
Yeah, why do I not see it here? See, the stat sheet is like off tonight. Like it doesn't have all of the stuff it normally does. It's weird. I don't see any kicking stats at all. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they said it was 59 yards.
It
His
looked
long was 59.
I thought they
yards.
were on the 45-yard line when they kicked it, so I thought it was closer to 60. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it was
so-
59 yards. I'm looking at it. His long was 59 yards.
Okay.
I mean,
and to
that's
be
good
able to
enough for
come
me.
out and do that was almost a trick play.
Yeah,
But-
like shoo. Like
The
I
Chargers
didn't
were
even
not ready
know
for
that
that.
they like yeah, they
No,
had to be
yeah.
very ready for that. And the fact that the the receiver went out of bounds
Toe magic.
and then like wasn't out of bounds without his momentum to like
Right.
count it as being out of bounds
And
to
he
stop the clock.
clearly was going backwards. Yep.
Yeah, it's fine. But then Butker comes back and misses a fucking extra point. Like, what
He's
is
0 for
happening,
1
Butker?
for the year, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
On extra points. 0
Yeah.
for 1.
Do you remember a couple
That's-
years ago
yeah,
when Butker missed like 5 or 6 extra points? Do you remember that?
He couldn't hit extra points, but he could always hit.
Yeah, he could hit like
He
a
made
50,
every field goal.
6-yard field goal, whatever. But an extra point, he was like, "Ooh, I can do it." Yeah, that's what it felt like tonight. I was like, come on. Like, you've got this like fire drill down and you can't hit the free throw. You can't do the chip shot. You can't freaking do it.
Just
Stanley
to
had a
tell
good-
everybody else about the so there's a new rule in the NFL also that people probably don't know. I just learned about it like 3 days ago. But kickers on different teams are allowed to have kicking balls that they can doctor up, like basically do different weird shit to them, rub them, put some elbow grease on them. Like they can, like one of the balls that they showed had like a black mark at the tip of it. I don't even know what the hell that was, but like they're allowed to doctor their kicking balls. Think Deflategate with Tom Brady, but they're allowed to do it, right? So
they're not allowed to deflate them, though. I don't think.
I have no idea about that. I know all they said was doctor, so I don't know what doctor entails, but yeah. So, but how about those Chiefs? Cole tweeted out, he was like, was that a non-doctored ball that he just kicked that fire drill field goal with? And it had to have been, because they don't allow the offense to play with the doctored balls. So and they wouldn't have had time. That was one of the coolest plays of this year, period. Like, there'll have to be a lot of cool plays. The entire team just came together. And I didn't even realize that the clock wasn't going to stop because he went out of bounds backwards. I know that rule, but in the heat of the moment, I didn't even get it. And I was like, why are they rushing? Oh, God, the clock's still going. Oh, wait, they can't spike it because it's fourth down. Holy shit, they're kicking it. Ho, ho, ho. It was just like, it was exciting as hell, and it was a special teams play.
Yeah, Stanley said something funny. He said he didn't get to see the hold of the extra point, so laces out, Minshew. That's funny.
I want to. Einhorn is fecal.
T. Phillips said last season Butker was missing point afters. We need a new kicker.
No, go back to like 3 seasons ago.
I don't know that even if he missed a few point afters last season, the amount of clutch catches that. Or the amount of clutch kicks that Harry Butker has made for this team. No, I don't think we don't need a new kicker.
Yeah. We're really good at finding really clutch kickers, because last season I'm pretty sure we had like 4 different kickers that kicked a game-winning field goal. Right, because Butker was out for like 3 weeks or 4 weeks or something like that.
Yeah,
we won by a field goal. I'm pretty sure that was the case. But
we had 2 different kickers in that time period too.
Yeah, and they both
remember, because our first replacement got injured in his first game. Something like that.
And I think he kicked a game-winning field goal, then got injured, and then the other one came in and kicked a game-winning field goal, and then got injured, and then Butker came back. So yeah, we're good at finding clutch kickers here, but
we have Dave Tobe.
Sure.
In Tobe, we trust.
Yeah. Can we talk about the Tyquan Thornton initial, like the very first return that got called back? Because that was epic. Like, it totally changed the tone though, because it got called back.
Which?
Didn't the first kickoff or punt or whatever it was, kickoff, I think.
Oh, you're making a lot of noise there, Buck.
The first kickoff of the game, Thornton, I'm pretty sure. Am I crazy? I
need you to talk to the mic just like you
Thornton
are now,
ran
Mel, at all times.
Are you talking to me? Like,
Yeah.
what is happening?
I'm
Okay.
telling you, just always have your mouth that close to the
Yeah,
mic. That's
I'm
perfect.
good. So Thornton ran like a really good return, the first return of the game, I'm pretty sure. And then it got called back because of a holding call or something. But
Oh yeah,
it was like
yeah,
positive, very
Taekwondo.
positive momentum, and then
Yep.
just went like,
Yeah, but I mean that happens on returns. Like
I know.
everybody's kind of like a little unsure of like what they should be doing. Like there's a lot of holding calls on kickoff returns.
Yeah.
I think that's kind
Here's
of
a good
across the
comment.
board.
Here's a really good comment from Gumby. For that one play, Butker and the Chiefs held a master class in hustle, extreme time management, and precision under pressure for that field goal. And that's just another reason why Butker is not the problem. Butker does not need to be
Definitely.
replaced. There's not a lot of kickers that are going to come in and make that field goal under that pressure from
Yeah.
that distance
Butker's pretty
with a
like
non-doctored ball.
Butker, and like the thing that makes Butker so good is he has ice in his veins. When the game's on the line, like Butker makes the kick. But I'm just wondering, did you guys already get rid of Barca? Because King Jamie responded to Barca.
He did,
Seems
yeah.
he's a Brady fan, but I wonder if Barca already got thrown to the pit by the mods. But yeah, we're happy that you're a Brady fan. You know who Brady's
hate on Brady.
a fan of? Brady's a fan of Mahomes. He's a big fan. He might be Mahomes' biggest fan.
I don't know. Barca,
I mean,
Brady
dude, he
is the
talks
GOAT.
about Mahomes in every single interview he does about how
Jamie
he's the
said-
only one that will beat him.
Jamie said, Brady is the GOAT. I respect the dynasty. I have the Patriot fan friends who understand, but they went through the good and bad like we are doing now. So you must be new at this. Good luck. It's true. I mean, we have completely flip-flopped with the Patriots. I mean, they were the dynasty and we were struggling to get to the playoffs every season, and now we're the dynasty, and I mean, respect the struggle, respect the hustle.
The only thing I will say is that Brady, we've actually dealt. I mean, our division has actually been better than theirs, and now it's one of the best divisions in the history of the NFL. So I don't think you could even compare it to Brady. Brady never had this struggle at all. The Bills were a shit show. The Eagles were a shit show. I mean, there's no comparison really. Like Mahomes has had it harder, and Mahomes is now going to continue to have it harder. So I don't see that argument at all. Brady's the GOAT for now, but he's probably not going to be the GOAT as long as Mahomes keeps doing what he's doing, and that's just the way it is. I mean, and Brady even
but
says
it's not
that.
the way it is yet. Like,
Yeah, Noah, we talked
Well,
about
he did
this
get
before.
He did give the caveat. He said that if things keep going through the trajectory that Mahomes is on,
sure,
as long as something doesn't derail the train.
You're projecting that he's going to keep going.
Oh no, but I'm just saying he's had a harder time in his start than Brady ever did in his start. Even I mean, you don't forget John Gruden was the head coach of the Raiders just a couple years ago, and they were good. Like they had Derek Carr, they were good. Like they beat us, they did the whole route around Arrowhead, they were good. Like the teams have been good. Like it's not the dumpster fire that Brady had in his division when he started. Like, so yeah, you have to take that into account. Mahomes has done it in a tougher division, and now Mahomes is trying to do it in the toughest division in the history of the NFL. So if he does it, then there's just no question. Like it's just going to be like, yeah, he's the GOAT, but we'll just have to see if he does it. But
Okay.
What, did you have something else?
No.
No, I I thought Mel
Oh,
did.
Mel.
No, I didn't ignore you. We talked about running back carries earlier in the show. You can go back and watch it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like we're
I
not going to
think
talk about it
I
again.
wanted to talk about we talked about Kelsey, right? Like, did we get all our thoughts out about Kelsey?
Well, there was just
Unless
a
you live in
comment a second
Dodo,
ago.
Noah, you could always leave $10 and we'll talk about it again.
Chiefs again said Kelsey washed. I don't think I saw anything tonight that makes me think that Kelsey's washed up. I mean, he made the
Other than
catches he was
him
supposed to.
murdering Worthy, but
Yeah.
I
like
don't
You,
I'm
think that
just
was.
kidding. I'm kidding. I don't
dude,
think that means he's washed.
Kelsey had the most yards after catch that he had all last season and
Yeah, did you see the
and a
long
TD.
like
Like
the
you can
long TD catch?
convince me Chris Jones is washed before you can convince me Kelsey's washed.
Okay. I don't think
Gumby
either
says,
of
"Do
them
y'all
are
think
washed.
this will truly be Kelsey's final season?" I kind of do, not because he's washed up, but just because I think he's going to realize that it's just going to get, even if he has a
Harder
much
and
better
harder.
season that he did last season, it's just going to be much, much harder at a much faster rate because he's getting older and he's got so many options on the table. I think he wanted to give this one last try. And I don't think this would have happened if we're talking about a team that isn't a legitimate Super Bowl contender either.
Dude, and
I just think he knows what he's got and he needs to give it another try.
well, and like even Gronk was on K Williams, K Lively, I can't remember. He was on K's show, the super cute girl. And he was like, dude, he's the same age as me. I couldn't imagine going out there and playing right now. Like it's the older you get, the more you have to put in to keep that muscle, on, to keep that, like you just get gassed quicker, and that's what I think was happening to
That's right.
Jones
This doesn't
tonight.
happen naturally, folks.
I remember Travis's response the first time, like I think it was last year. It was like on a New Heights podcast when they were talking about like some record, and they said, "Well, Tony Gonzalez played this many games," and he was like, "I'd have to play." Wow. Nope. Like it was just like
Tony can
baffled.
have that record.
He was like, "That's absolutely not happening." But I think depending on how this year goes, I think it's likely his last
Talking to the
season.
mic. Yeah, there you go.
But I also think there is a very good chance that he gets his mojo back and he doesn't decide this is his last season. I think that we're 50-50 right now. I do.
I mean,
and I get it. What?
I was just waiting. I thought you were done. I was just going in.
No, I was saying I get it that he's older and that he's moving into different stages of his life. And sure, he's engaged and all of this stuff. But I also think, like, I honestly think if you guys think about it, Taylor is such a like force of like
Support.
you be the best, right? Like Taylor's the best. She's like, I'm gonna work really hard. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And then Travis is like now even more motivated to be the best at what he's doing too. And I do think that you're gonna see some of that. Like when you're surrounded, like I'm never gonna work out if I'm not surrounded by other people working out, right? So, Bobby, if you want me to work out, I feel like you just need to start working out. Then I'm going to feel really bad about myself, and I'm probably going to do that. But
To Bobby's credit,
probably
he's
not.
never said that he
Actually,
thinks you
no.
need to work out.
Yeah.
But
no, never.
no, I'm just saying.
You were hot as hell.
I'm saying, like, when you're surrounded by somebody and you're in love with somebody who's so motivated to get to the next step and to do the thing that they love and to continue to do it. And she's, it's not like she's 18, right? Like she's
feeling 22.
yeah.
But okay,
do you get what I'm saying?
Here, yeah, I'm gonna interrupt you and say I think that's all bullshit. I will say, I'll go with the fact that it is something I heard on Chiefs Blitz podcast. They have a great Twitter account. A lot of people know that, but I just found out recently they also have a podcast, and it's a great podcast with a bunch of different views. And I listened to him the other day, and one of the takes I really liked, where he talked about something that I hadn't really thought about, and I'm sure other people thought about it, but I haven't heard it on any national show or anything really being pointed out. But Kelsey last year had a ton of air miles on him. He was traveling to France, back to the States to play, to Paris, back to the States to play, to Stockholm, back to the States to play, to Africa, back to the States to play. Like that type of stress on your body going up in the air constantly. Like there's a ton of Chiefs fans that probably don't fly much at all. Flying takes a shit ton out of you, and it completely changes your body chemistry. Like, I mean, it's nuts. Like I remember when I got to Paris in 2019, after the flight, my nose just started bleeding. My nose never bleeds. It was bleeding for like a good hour. I had to like do a bunch of shit to stop it, but it was all because of the weird travel. Like that's the type of weird body changes. Also, the climates are different. Your body can swell. Your body can do all kinds of weird shit. Like like we almost had to cut my wedding ring off once when we were out of town because I swelled so much. Like so much goes into that. And I didn't even think about that really. And he's not going to have to do that because Taylor's not on tour. So
Right.
That's a huge difference this year. And to judge just by this first game, I don't think we have to. But honestly, I think Kelsey looked great besides injury worthy. Like, I think he looked great tonight. So I don't even think I don't even think it's a topic we should even be talking about. We should be talking about Jones not looking like Jones. Like, we should be talking about, like, I have Chris Jones washed ? On so many of my notes. Like, and I
didn't get there. I see where you're coming from, but I didn't get there.
Like, dude, our secondary, I don't know what the deal is, but our secondary is not, it's just not.
Yeah, that was my
It's
next thing.
really bad. Like, it's
Is
really
like-
bad.
I'm sorry.
Like, we were
but
scared about
how-
the run defense, but that was awesome.
How is there somebody always wide the fuck open on their team?
well,
every
I mean,
play. How has that happened? And
it
there's
was
never
McConkley
anybody
and
wide
Allen,
open on our team.
to be
Can we
fair.
talk about that?
Yeah,
What?
it was McConkley and Allen the majority of the time, to be fair. Just like out of
I
nowhere
just said
open.
somebody. I don't care who it is, but somebody where there's not a freaking defender within like 5 yards. Like they're just like, oh, I'm coming. I'm so close to you, but no, you're not. Get out of here. Like that. Oh my gosh, our secondary really frustrated me. Okay, that. And I know we went through this last year when we lost Sneed. Sneed, right?
Nope. Reed.
Reed.
No, we
It was
lost
close.
Reed
The year
this year.
before.
Yeah, no, we didn't go through shit when we lost Sneed. It was completely fine.
No, I feel like we did. We went through shit
okay.
last year when we lost Sneed because they were like, I don't know who's going to be the second cornerback. Nobody's
disagree.
really like played up to the role. Like our second defensive back
No, people
was
talked
not.
about that, but we never saw anything. I don't think.
Yeah, we did. Yep. Yeah, we
Nope.
did.
Our,
You guys need to go back
our
and look,
defense
because
kicked
we
the shit out of
definitely
everybody in
did.
the first half of the season.
Okay. Yeah, you're wrong.
I mean, we were one of the top
Um,
defenses.
This is the best
Not
comment so
at the
far
beginning of the
tonight.
season. No.
Oh, it's gonna
yeah,
be an
yeah.
ugly
I
episode.
warned
Tune it out. You
everybody.
just like
I
yelling.
warned everybody at the start before we even went live.
What?
I said it's going to be an ugly episode. Tune out if you dislike yelling.
Oh,
That's what I said before we ever went
I'm
live.
not yelling yet. But
No,
I
I've yelled.
do feel like we went through this similar situation last year and we're going through it again this year. And all I can say is that I think it got a little bit better throughout the game. What?
Know what John Marshall said? I know
Laughing at
Rice
me?
is out, and now Worthy does. Now Worthy, but does anyone else think Sacramento Brown sucks?
Oh, Hollywood,
Instead of
always
Hollywood
up to no
Brown.
good. Sacramento, who? Dude, no,
I
he was
like
he
Hollywood.
was one of the bright spots tonight, dude. Like I was
He
worried
had a
about
couple
him before
mishaps early.
tonight,
Yeah, but
but he
he
was
made up for it.
literally
Yep.
our number one receiver tonight. Like, oh, shit. Like Chris
Okay.
Jones, like lost us the game at the very end.
Okay, Tyler says
Ugh.
that the Chiefs are probably barely a top 10 team this year, and I completely disagree with that because that's stupid. And I'm sorry, I don't know you.
Wait,
but
hold
that's
on,
just a
Mel.
stupid comment.
Which one?
I can't do the comment thing. So I just don't like that comment.
What comment?
And I
What comment? I
wanted
can
to call
stick
it
it on
out.
screen. So
I can't do that.
I don't
He
tell
said
me what
something-
comment so I can put it on screen.
From Tyler C.
Okay, he's had a few. Oh, okay.
Okay.
This one?
Yeah, they're barely top 10 this year. Yeah, I disagree. I'm sorry. I
Don't
love that
call
you're a
his comment
Chiefs fan.
stupid, please.
It is stupid. And I'm allowed to say that because I'm Mel.
You
And
are, but it's not very cool.
I know. I'm sorry that I called your comment stupid, but maybe I should just say it's inaccurate. But it's a silly comment, right? Because you're saying we're not top 10, and the fact that you say that is really not sure how I feel about that. And we are not, I feel like our performance today was better than most of our performances last year. I know we lost.
disagree.
Yeah, I disagree. Yeah,
Okay.
no.
I disagree.
How so?
And I mean, factually,
For a lot. Yeah.
after this game, after the end of week 1, and all teams have played, I guarantee that statement is 100% accurate. We will not be one of the top 10 teams in the NFL after this week. After the end of the season, I'm feeling better about our chances, but from what I saw tonight, there are a lot of things that this team needs to clean up. There are a lot of things that this
Okay,
team
I'm not
needs to get.
saying we're a top 10 week 1 team. Though.
But you are saying
like,
that we're a top 10 team overall in the NFL, and I'm saying I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't.
We're not sure.
are you
yet,
kidding
Mel.
me? We
Yeah, I mean you're
I'm not
talking
saying you're
out
wrong.
of feel. You're not talking out of fact.
I'm not talking out of feel. I am talking out of the fact that we have put shit together for the last 5 years and made it to the Super Bowl 4 times.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's.
But I
that's
need to
where
see it
we're
again
pretty
this year.
confident that
sure,
it's going to
we
be
need
good.
to see it again this year.
Yeah,
but I'm
but-
saying for you to immediately after week 1 take them out of the top 10 teams, you're ridiculous. Like that's just ridiculous. And I'm sorry, but there's a lot of learning that has to go in to
All right,
week
we're
1
gonna hey, we're
through
gonna
3
move
through
on.
5. And guess what? I am saying at the end of the gamut here, we will be absolutely within the top 10.
Okay, well, that's we're not like we're talking about that when we get there. But Thornton with the 39-yard catch, unreal. That's the start of us possibly going back to the deep throw, which I am pretty excited about. Even saw Brownlee come in for a possible back of the shoulder catch in the end zone. That's another thing, but we didn't really do any of those things that we've been doing throughout the entire preseason and through training camp, which is just kind of weird. I don't understand. I don't understand how much the gameplay, why didn't we do the same types of plays we did in that last preseason game in the first half? Why did we try to get cute and fancy on a Harbaugh defense in Brazil? And where we're not used to the field, we don't know what we have. That part I didn't get. I didn't get it at all. Oh, I've got something after this, but I'm so excited about it. Dang it. I just saw it in my notes. I have so many notes still. Nobody has nothing. Chat, baby.
What did you ask?
I asked,
Sorry.
why didn't we do the same type of
Yeah.
offense that we saw in Game 3 of the preseason in the first half?
Well, we had like 4 other wide receivers in that game that we didn't tonight to start off with.
Okay, good
True.
good point. I should have thought about that before asking. Yeah.
To
good
be
point.
fair, though, at the beginning when Worthy was still there, and we only just didn't have Rice, we still kind of flubbed it. So I feel you on that. I think there's some struggles on how we're adjusting our offense. I think we wanted to come out with a little bit of a different look to throw them off, and that kind of slapped us in the face. But then Worthy went out, and then we were like, shit. Like, I really think that's what happened.
Yeah, so I think Juju kind of
I'm mad at
carried
you.
too. Yeah, I threw that up for your mouth.
I'm sorry. Very
Yep.
passionate.
Yeah. She's very passionate. But yeah, so Juju kind of carried. I think it's funny because people were saying Juju wasn't going to make the team. We said from the start Juju's going to make the team. Period. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts unless he's hurt. So I liked that. Nagy learned how to do the quick throw late in the game. That was a good thing. Mahomes shoulder checked. That was a great shoulder check in the the start of the third quarter.
Yeah, man, but he's throwing himself. Oh, it's like he's just begging to get hurt, though.
No, I do
I know.
feel like he took care of himself tonight. There was one time that I felt like you needed to go down first, right? But that shoulder check, that one was epic because he knew he was going to be fine. And
he
was
did
just
one
like,
when he was going out of bounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he didn't need to. He could have just stepped out of bounds.
And
He had the first down.
Statement.
I know. You know what the statement was? Dad bod, baby. I mean,
dude, his
Listen,
dad bod's
he
gone.
says I'm in good shape now.
Yeah.
I've been skipping my snacks. That's what he said. I've been skipping my snacks, and I wasn't invited to as many things after the Super Bowl, after being a Super Bowl winner. So I didn't have as many fancy dinners. So those two things combined, he's lost his dad bod. That's what he said.
Well, I think that and him and Brittany have to play zone defense with the 3 kids instead of man defense with the 2 kids. I think because definitely helped him too.
Yeah,
I like
that's
that
what
analogy,
Mahomes said. It was a great. He's like,
did he really?
He's like, me and Brittany have went to zone defense instead of man defense. Now we have 3. I thought it was like.
Well,
I thought
he
was
also
a great
said
line
the thing about the
for
snacks.
like parents.
He also said the thing about the snacks. That was true too.
Oh, I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, he said the thing about the snacks and not getting invited to as many fancy dinners. He was like, so I'm just naturally, because they were like, what have you done differently in the off season to, prepare? You look like you're in really good shape.
Yeah, Tyler, I don't know if Worthy's okay, man.
I don't know.
We don't know.
I'm worried too, man. I'm really worried with Rasheed out. And like Royals should
I hate to be a selfish prick,
week.
but he's on my fantasy team, so I'm really worried.
Well, you know what else could happen is AJ Brown could be on your fantasy team, and they could apparently just never throw it to their number 1 receiver ever, and then get you like 2 points in your first week, because that's a thing.
King Jamie, bro, Willie Gay Jr., the Mike, you are crazy. Athletic dude. Like, dude, if we could put his athleticism with Bolton's brain, cool. His brain would never handle the mic ever. He will never play mic in the NFL ever. Throwing that out, Jamie. Love you, but bad take. All right, what else we got here, dude? The YouTube HUD. Holy shit! Holy shit! Finally, there's not an idiot that makes the HUD. Like, okay, so anybody that doesn't know what a HUD is, it's a heads-up display. If you play games, like it's what you see on the screen that gives you information. So, dude, the YouTube HUD had us seeing who the penalty was on immediately.
Yeah,
seeing
like
that
a
we
little,
were
like, yellow
going
box
to
popped
third
up.
down. So they had a little arrow saying we're going to third down instead of it just saying third down right after, like, dude, it was actually something you could understand, which is I've been bitching about Fox and CBS for years now, and YouTube does it once and does it better. Unfreaking real. Fox, CBS, get your heads out of your ass and fix
You
that
know
shit.
why?
That
Because
was
somebody
so
that's
awesome.
been watching football forever, just like Bob, was like in charge of the YouTube shit and was like, listen, we're offering this free around the world. I'm going to make this the best thing they've ever seen.
Dude, I was so impressed with it. Now, I will say the Mr. Beast crap and like all the YouTubers, I was like, dude, please get out of here. Mr. Beast doesn't even know what a third down is. Get him out of here, please.
Yeah, but if we're gonna have YouTube games, this is the kind of thing that we're gonna see.
Yeah, well, everybody bitches about Taylor Swift, but she actually learns the game. Mr. Beast has no clue what anything is in the NFL. Like, get him off of our show. Like, people just bitch about Taylor Swift being shown happy that her boyfriend got a TD. Like, I don't want to hear it. Get Mr. Beast. No, that shit was not okay with me. That shit was like, and dude, the sideline reporter guy they had, dude had no idea what football was. Like, it was just like, why is this dude here? Why is this dude here?
They were a little slow on like reporting, like showing replays and like all of that stuff. Like, I do feel like that was not
Really?
as seamless, but that could have been
great.
just the, I don't know, the momentum of the game at the time.
Okay.
But
yeah, I didn't feel
we
that,
didn't
but
see as many angles. Like, I feel like usually I see like 12 different angles of a play when they're trying to figure out if it was X, Y, or Z. But
dude, the Chargers at the end of the third quarter had a ballsy fourth down that they went for. If our D had stood up, we would, like, that would have ended the game there. Like, it was on their 30, like, and they went for it and they got it. Like,
yeah.
And like, that was another time that the D could have stepped up and really ended the game.
I have more complaints about the secondary. I think the secondary is, and I know that there's so much more to be gained within the first few weeks of football, that they will learn from other teams and that they will grow and that they will get better. And I do have faith in Spags, mainly, that he will develop these players to make sure that they are. Yes. So I do. In Spags, I trust. And I know that it's a very easy to say the Chiefs are washed and the Chiefs, like, count them out, they're done. But I do feel like you need to look at the entire picture and understand that we will be fine and we will be back to the Super Bowl this year.
My thing, man, tonight was I know in Spags we trust, but there is so much to entrust into him right now. The line didn't look great. The linebackers didn't look great. The secondary didn't even look halfway good. I mean, these receivers were 5 to 10 yards open all night
I know.
long.
And they're
And
all
the
I
Chiefs
know.
even
never
close
had
to
that
as good as
opportunity.
who we go up against next week. And
Okay.
their defense isn't even close to as good as who we go up against next week.
We traveled 12 hours in a plane to get to Brazil.
Nope.
First
Nope.
game,
I had the
first game of the year.
question up, bro.
First game of the year, and it was against a division rival. Okay, so 12-hour plane ride, first game of the year, division rival, 2-hour bus ride, apparently, from what Bob says. Like, there's so many
From what
other
Matt Derrick
factors.
says, I said it was Matt
Okay.
Derrick's tweet.
That's fine. I'm just saying there are so many other factors that could have gone into some of the barriers that we saw this game. I do not think that one game in a international environment should have us making conclusions about how the Chiefs defense or
Yeah.
offense
I mean,
will
we're
perform.
not doing that. Yeah, we're not doing that, Bill. Like,
Okay.
that's not what anybody's doing.
Sure.
But, dude, fourth quarter, start of it, we saw Mahomes magic for the first time in a long time.
Well, that's not true.
I mean,
Do
it kind of
you
is. I
remember?
mean,
No,
he
do
was
you
the
remember
shining.
what play?
Yeah, I remember.
Well, he had a bunch of plays.
No, the Mahomes magic play.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the one where he was falling and then just flicked it up there and got the first down?
To Juju. Yeah.
That was an amazing throw.
And it was a fourth down.
Yeah.
No.
It was
in the
amazing
fourth.
flick.
It wasn't a fourth down. Sorry. My notes are all over the place here.
Yeah, I didn't.
But yeah.
I wasn't taking notes per quarter.
That was definitely like Mahomes magic. Like that was the type of play that we're used to him just doing. You know what I mean? And that's a good sign. Bad signs are Simmons failed in the last half of this game. Like, he looked great in the first half. He failed in the last half. Like, and guys, we're almost done here. So if you have any questions, get them in. We're gonna get this question next, but put a question mark in front of it, or if you really want it to be answered, put a $sign in front of it. But yeah, like Simmons really was kind of a bummer for me tonight. Like, he gassed out.
I disagree. I think his
Suamataia
stamina was a bummer.
Suamataia still did fine.
Sure, but Suamataia isn't a rookie.
Yeah, we've already talked about this. I'm just summarizing like what we've talked about throughout the night. Like, like everybody's bitching about Hollywood, but he did great. Jones still looks like a non-factor. And Jones going to the outside at the end of the game really lost us that last play. Like, he didn't lose us the game. The game should have been well in hand before that, but he lost us the last play. Like, he definitely did. He should not have lined up outside. Know your role. You are not fast enough to contain. Do not line up on defensive end anymore, Chris Jones. Do your power rush up the middle. What made you famous, do that. When you tried to do it when you were a young buck, you sucked at it. Yeah, and we moved you back to defensive tackle, and then you did good. You did good again. This was years before you even got your contract. Stop, please. Like, I really like him, but dude, he just really needs to stop. And yeah, I think I finally got through all of my notes. Best HUD, got that note again. YouTube rocks. All right. Question here. Buck, do you mind reading it?
Oh, yeah. If Worthy's out for a while, who do you all think will be our top receiver until Rice returns? Kelsey, Juju?
Hollywood Brown or Thornton?
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, just could also be Royals. You could throw Royals in there, too. You don't know when he'll return.
Yeah, I don't know. Mel, what do you think?
I mean, I think it's the top receiver, I feel like you could classify as different things, right? I think Hollywood has shown maybe that he will be our most
Our possession
frequent
receiver.
receiver, right? Like we will throw to him more frequently, but maybe short passes and not as like epic plays. I think Tyquan Thornton has the power to still extend our deep game like Worthy did. And I think we saw Thornton getting on the same timing and page as Mahomes towards the end of the game, which I think is very positive, and I think that that's very, like, promising. So I think that we will see Thornton getting more of those deep passes, and I think we'll see Juju and Hollywood getting more of the short passes. I think Kelsey is going to be more of a, I don't know, niche slash, like, clutch play
Okay.
receiver. I don't think we'll see Kelsey as much, which is what we want. We definitely don't want to push Kelsey at his age, whether he's gonna play 5 more years or not. Like, we don't want to see him 100, plays a game. So
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I
But
think
you're supposed to have just one player to
I did.
be fair, but I let you have that. I'll go with mine. I think they will adjust the game plan to put Kelsey back as the number one possession receiver, which is I think is what he's asking. If not, what tonight showed us, maybe it's Hollywood Brown, but I think it's going to be Kelsey. Jason?
I think they're going to try to make Hollywood Brown the guy, but I think it's going to be a short string. And if it in mid game it doesn't seem to be working, I think they're going to fall back on Juju a little bit, bring Kelsey in for some old faithful plays, and then they're going to try with Thornton if Hollywood doesn't work. But it might just be a mixture of Juju and Kelsey going forward.
Yeah, I mean Juju could be it too, but my money's on Kelsey, and so your money's on.
I think Hollywood Brown will do the job.
All right, your money's on Hollywood, and Mel's money is on one player.
No.
Okay, Mel's out of it. She didn't answer. Sorry. All right. So, hey, look at this. We have our. This is, I think, our members. What is this? This is the members. I don't know. This is something. Wait, is this? I don't even know what this is. IDR 70,000.
I think it's a different. Like
You just give us $70,000. All right, well, either way, it's in color, so we're gonna read it first. I don't know why.
we appreciate it.
We're
Noah
new.
John Marshall.
We're new to this. Thank you so much for whatever this is, but we're new to this.
I think it's just a different denomination. People need to steel themselves that Josh Williams is here to stay. CJ95 admitted he blew it in the post-game presser. Question: why does Gray suck so much?
Okay, so dude, I think Josh. Yeah. Okay. So, like Noah Gray, I don't know how much he really played tonight. I didn't like. I don't know why. Wait, hold on. No, he's not talking about Gray. Wait, okay. So Josh Williams is corner. He should be a safety. He was a safety converted to corner, but he's back to playing safety now on the Chiefs. He's like Josh Williams, as long as he stays a safety, I think is going to be good. We only moved him to corner because we were lacking in the safety. We weren't lacking in the safety area before. So, he's moving back to safety now, and I think he's going to be good there. But, yeah, he didn't do the best. Just like Connor didn't do the best at nickel corner. He was a safety, and they tried to do nickel corner. So. Yeah, I don't I think Josh Williams is good, but I don't know where the Gray thing comes from. If we're talking about Noah Gray,
he did back it up too. He said yes, Noah Gray also.
Yeah,
I don't
so
know that Noah Gray sucks. He's just I don't know if you're expecting him to be like a Travis Kelsey replacement, like a tight end one. Yeah, that's not his role on the team. He's a tight end too. He's a blocker, so we're not going to see him a whole lot.
yeah,
You're probably not going to hear his name a whole lot unless things are really going off the rails, which is what happened last season and why we saw him in a few games have some success.
yeah, and like if you want to talk about Travis Kelsey's backup, like the guy that actually backs up his position, that's Robert Tonyan, which we didn't see at all in this game. Which I thought was a little weird. I don't know. Did he not dress? Like possibly our statistics are like not completely up to date, but yeah, like Tonyan, like he would be his backup. Noah Gray does all kinds of extra stuff. So like he's not really like if we were to lose Travis, Noah Gray would not be our starting tight end. Tonyan would be our starting tight end. Like it's a different skill set. It's like it's a lot of blocking. Like that's why Noah Gray was our fullback. He's now our fullback again. Now that we've gotten, we've put in Carson Steele to the practice squad. Like Noah Gray is now our fullback once again, which he was our fullback not last year but the year prior because we
it's
didn't
just
have one.
semantics. Whether like it's like the difference between wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, right? Like you're gonna like put in a slot receiver here, whatever. Like, let's move on.
DDT, obvious Raiders fan. Kelsey watched. You wish, bro. All right. Any other questions we got here? Not quite, but that's my next. Wait, hold on. All right, I'm trying to find questions here. I was hoping you would put question marks there. What's this Bucks gotta go, Bob?
Oh.
How
Yeah.
can you tell? Am I being obvious? I think I'm being pretty chill.
I thought that was somebody in your room with you.
My room, yeah. So one of my best buddies, Daniel, who I work with, we are rooming together here because we are the two that snore, and and so yeah, snorers unite. That's what we do.
Yeah.
So
I thought
yeah,
that was
he's here,
him
but he's cool.
saying
He's
he
cool.
needs to go.
Yeah, dude.
No, he didn't say that.
Tyler asks. I was waiting for you to read it.
Oh yeah, do you guys think Kelsey is still the best tight end in the division? Bowers looked kind of sick in preseason. I don't. It's not going to be a hard argument to
Bowers
say he's
was
not
better
the
than
best in the
Kelsey
division
last
anymore.
year. Yeah,
Yeah,
Bowers
it's-
was better than Kelsey last year.
I don't think
Like,
he's the
I'm
best
okay
in
with
the
that.
division, and
Yeah, I'm
He's
okay
the best
with it
on the
too.
Chiefs.
Yeah, Kelsey was still the fourth best tight end in the league last year. I mean,
Yeah.
by a landslide,
So here's the thing: is that I think that Kelsey will be the best tight end of mind for however long he plays, but his body is not able to complete all those things anymore, right? But like he has so much knowledge and so much, like, I don't know, game. I don't even know how to like portray it, but he knows what to do. So I feel like that gives him even just another level up, but he will be that even when other people are outperforming him in a different way. Even though
All right,
he's old.
so Paul HBK
Wait,
says
no,
Noah
you gotta
Gray.
read the
He hasn't
Okay.
gotten there yet.
got it.
Yeah, no, I'm getting there, but this one was just funny. Paul says Noah Gray is Kelsey's backup. Lol, like, dude, I hate to be a jerk.
He's tight
But
end
you
too.
just don't know what you're talking about. You don't
is tight end too.
understand that, like in Andy Reid's. Now this could be different on different teams. So just let you know, this isn't Madden and all encompassing how things work. In Andy Reid's offense, there's a tight end one. He receives. He is a receiver. He's literally the extra wideout. His tight end 2 is very different role. And I'll let you Google it. Like, just go ahead, Google it, use AI. It'll tell you exactly how it works. But I'm going to be a jerk now and just be like, bro, like, you have no idea what you're talking about. All right,
Okay.
sorry. I just had to be a jerk there.
Yeah, that was
you
unnecessary.
just have to hear this crap all the time. But
Okay.
we do have a 5 Bob from SJ Hunt.
Yeah, SJ Hunt. Bolt fan here. Great game. Hope Worthy heals quick. Excited to see you week 15. Yeah, it was a good game, man.
To your Bolts. They played a great game.
There were a lot of problems with the Chiefs, but yeah, we don't want to take anything away from what the Chargers absolutely did tonight, and they dominated the game.
Yep.
Honestly, I don't think
we're gonna have to work hard to beat you the next time, dude. We're gonna have to work hard.
I think the score wasn't even indicative of how dominant the Chargers were. I really felt like they had a hand on the game the whole time. It was their game to win or lose.
And me and Mel will be at that game at Arrowhead. So we'll be thank you to HD Chiefs Chiefs fans. We'll be at that game, but we'll be hoping that we can give you guys back what you gave to us. But yeah, not taking anything away from you guys. I do think McConkey is a little shit.
Like Herbert actually
he did the good thing. I mean,
Herbert
looked amazing. 300 yards, 3 TDs. I mean, we've always known Herbert was good, but your team looked great.
Yeah.
You guys as Chargers fans should be excited. I mean,
he doesn't have the Mahomes magic, like his one scramble and then toss to the side was very lackluster. I will say that just is very petty me to kind of bring something down on them. But he didn't have to do that a lot because we didn't get to him a lot, and he made some amazing plays. So
yep. And you guys should be happy.
He did what he needed
Harbaugh.
to do.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, I mean, I remember what it was like when Andy Reid first came to town. It was a game changer for us, so I'm happy for you guys too.
But it took some time. So
and I want to beat your ass though next time. Yeah, I want to kick your ass.
It could happen. Yeah.
Yeah. I still think you're gonna lose inevitably, but I'm glad you got this one win.
This dude's an idiot. Let's just send him to the pit, guys. Let's just send him to the pit. No, he's an idiot.
No,
lose to the Chargers. That's not a dynasty. Chargers are a good team. And you're going to see all the teams in the AFC West now are good. You're going to see the Raiders are good too now.
I know that's going to be rough. That's going to be hard to put your mind around.
Hard to stomach, but it's the truth. It's literally Hall of Fame coaches across all 4 teams. It's absolutely absurd. Hey, Crick's in the house.
Well, thanks for watching. What's up, Cricks?
Cricks, he is definitely a Chargers fan. He streamed it. I remember that. Good up, Cricks. Miss you, brother.
Congratulations to your team this evening, Cricks.
Do we have any other questions here?
I did not congratulate them.
Do we have any other questions?
Not for Cricks.
Will Herbert finally make? I'm trying to find questions here.
Nope. We're good.
Yeah, I gotta let my roomie go to bed, so we should probably wrap this up.
Wait, what?
Well, we're at 2 hours.
No. I have one last.